which would give you creature fodder to, you know, load up with equipment and sacrifice.
Yeah.
But honestly, your best bet might be to just stick with Bryon.
Yeah, because I still have the deck. In fact, let me just try to.
It might just need a little bit of tweaking
real quick.
Okay.
That way you can.
Yeah, it might just need a little bit of tweaking is all. So.
Because I don't think I played it once and it worked, but that was once. I like Mog Maniac in that one because if you don't, you know what Mog Maniac is, right?
Yeah.
Pretty good. Right up there.
No, it's only once though.
What, Mog?
Only once. Yeah. So, okay, so that's actually the first upgrade you could do. Mog Maniac is fine, but you know what's better?
What?
Mog Maniac, but indestructible.
Is there an active? What is that?
Thrash Taunter.
That's literally.
There's actually two. There's also Stuffy Doll. I have both of those in the Kumano deck I was talking about.
Right. Because the one time I played it this past Thursday, I was able to use Blasphemous Act to hit Mog Maniac.
Yep.
Because the person I was playing against put a bunch of tokens on the board, lets me cast Blasphemous Act for basically free. And then I hit them with the 13.
Yeah, it's
Mog.
always fun. All right,
Yeah.
so let's see what we got here. Fun. Okay, War Elemental gets big. Nice. Yeah, I guess you can have some goblins, or you can just call them goblins, right?
They're Mog, or whatever it is.
Well, what I mean is
a couple
you
of
just want
goblins.
You just want creatures with high power.
Yeah, I think I need more of my own creatures in that deck, and
you don't need that many.
I mean, what I mean more of my own creatures is more of my own creatures to throw.
Yeah.
Like War Elemental. It's what, 3 red, and it's like gets bigger over time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mine, huh?
And you have Tari and Mauler, which is the other version of that.
I don't think I have anything. Guys, falling in this hellhole should lead us straight to the other. Stay on your guard. Oh. Oh. Careful not to get lost. True.
Double the power of a creature only to fling it. Swords to Plowshares. Soul's Fire. I love that card.
Don't get too close to it.
Storm's Thunder is okay.
I think that one I can get rid of.
Probably.
It's
You already have Wear and Tear, which is really good. And, well, maybe some more artifact enchantment destruction is good. So you probably want, like, 1 or 2 other cards. So,
I think
you have Generous Gift. You have Generous Gift. Let's see, what other... Oh, and you have Crush Contraband. Okay, so yeah, you don't need Orm's Thunder. You have 3 single target enchantment artifact removal. So that's probably good enough.
Yeah.
Let's see your enchantments here. I actually don't think you need very many enchantments. Gratuitous Violence is amazing. Dictate of the Twin Gods and Furnace of Wrath are a little bit... I actually cut those from my Kumano deck.
Really?
Because they are double-sided. They hit you too. And instead I have a bunch of doublers that only hit opponents.
Okay.
So you could replace those. Or just cut them. I don't know if you need to do double damage, really. That's just a win more situation, you know?
Yeah.
And you have basically no artifacts. Like, you have no equipment. You have Sunforger, which is fine, Soul Ray,
So
Marble
this is what happened after I split my deck up into Wart and then into Bryon.
Yeah, okay. So this definitely, like,
This one needs more work, for sure.
You're missing, like, the big obvious, like, whatchamacallit, I forget what it's called, Colossal Warhammer or something like that, which is +10/+10 equipment.
Well, in this deck, I don't really use equipment all that much.
Are we not trying to go with the
This one is just a fling
equipment.
one. Though, if you're suggesting I stick with Bryon, then I would have to probably rework several things.
Okay,
A lot
so
more
okay,
equipment.
so I guess my question is, do you want these to be two separate decks?
That's
I
the
thought
thing.
I thought loading up a goblin with a bunch of loot and chucking it at the opponent would be the goal,
Yes, that would be the goal.
which would be what you want Bryon to do.
He would throw
But
things, yes.
you just need a couple more creatures that grow in power, a couple of ridiculous equipment.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I just need that then. So I would have to get rid of a couple things to throw in some more of those equipment, and then probably get another squee or two, because I have my squeeze in my wart deck.
Yeah, definitely.
But I just get like Squee, Squee the Immortal and Squee Goblin the Bob. And then Squee would be basically my Goblin, and he's just around permanently because of Squee.
Yeah.
The only issue I would think having, if I were to use Bryon, is having enough mana to equip things if I'm not able to cheat the costs.
Yeah,
And
so you
then-
just need a couple of things that help you cheat the cost. And then you have plenty of stuff like crafted war gear is perfect because it's an equip 0 for extra 3 damage.
Yeah, I'm just more worried about that killing whatever I'm equipping it to.
Well, that's the thing. It's only on an unequipped.
Oh, is it unequipped deals damage? I thought it was like
Whenever
plus 2
crafted
minus
war gear,
1.
no, it's +3 +2.
Oh, okay.
And whenever crafted war gear becomes unattached from a permanent, sacrifice that permanent.
Okay, yeah, no, that's good because it's getting sacked
It
anyway.
doesn't matter. Yeah. So that's good.
I think I need a couple. Are there other things like grafted war gear that basically are that? Because that would make it a lot easier.
I mean, there's probably
It's probably a couple more similar things. I know there's another grafted something. I just forget what it is. I think it's like a skull cap.
there's Shuko, which is equipped creature gets +1/+0, equip 0. You just want really cheap equipment, right?
Cheap equipment or equipment that I can cheat out. Like the Colossal Hammer or whatever it is, +10/+10.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's got equip 8, so you're gonna need to cheese it for sure. But there are cards that let you attach equipment to the creature, so you just use those.
Yeah. I think I might also need more card draw on that. Because I do have a couple of the artifacts or a couple of the non-colored things that when you sack it, you get to. Oh. There's, of course, a thing down here to look at.
Definitely
You can
gonna need that.
basically. It's like pay. Like Burnished Heart, it's like pay 3, sack it, and you draw 3 cards or something. That just seems too slow.
That's grabs 2 basic lands, but it's one of the better ramp cards in not green. So
I know. It's
unfortunate as that is, like I think I even put that in my Kamado deck just because, like, if you're not running green, ramp is hard. So
It is.
But yeah, we can. There's ways to fix this up. Like if you're already rocking Marble Diamond, which I probably wouldn't run in an outside of a monocolored deck, we just swap that out for.
You think Fire Diamond as well?
No, you don't even have Fire Diamond in here. No, what you do instead is just change that for Arcane Signet,
Right.
which doesn't enter tapped and taps for your commander's color identity. So, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Get rid of Hedron Archive because you don't really need the
That's the
Hedron
one I was
Archive's too
thinking of.
slow. Yeah, you need more equipment. And Gift of Immortality is good. Gratuitous Violence is good. Wrath and Dictate can probably be swapped out for a card that won't hit you. Quest for Pure Flame is another card I cut from Kumano because it only happens. It might be better for you because you're all about big damage up front, so that might actually want to stay. Because I'm thinking about Quest for Pure Flame and doing an Unleash Fury with a hammer, right?
Yeah.
And then you're smacking somebody for 40 damage. So
I'll get back to it.
that just one shots at that point. But like Soul's Fire, I don't know if you need. I mean, it's just your commander's effects for one time, you know.
Yeah.
But Onward to Victory is great because nobody said anything about you having to fling.
Yeah. They could just hit some.
Just here you go. Just, again, equip the hammer, right?
Yep.
And then Onward to Victory them, and suddenly you're hitting for 40. It's great.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's interesting concept to try to make work.
Yeah.
But other than like weird flinging things and like giving people bad gifts, what else like have you seen that's been like any oddball kind of deck? See any weird ones at the LGS when you were there?
No, the stuff I was playing against was pretty normal.
You could sense other at all. Interesting. They're no average people if they're in a place like this. There is, however, little chance that their route will converge with ours. Nevertheless, he's strange. Battle's like, huh, weird. We aren't gonna run into him. That isn't our problem. True. We need to get going ourselves anyway.
It's a dead end.
What a waste of time.
Let
I
us
mean, it's a dead
investigate
end.
the area for good measure. I have detected something seems off.
This weird pillar thing. Alright, it's time to go swap. Because eventually I might make a Moldratha deck because I like graveyard stuff.
Moldratha's fun, but you could do.
I'm wondering if I want to make a mill, but that's a little rude.
If you want to do weird stuff with the graveyard, but don't want to just make my Moldratha deck again, there's other things you could do.
Yeah.
You could do Carador.
No clue what card that is. Kind of blanked out after this tile lit up. Yeah.
All right, Carador, Ghost Chieftain. So, 5 black, green, white for a 3/4 Centaur Spirit. Carador Ghost Chieftain costs 1 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard.
Huh.
And during each of your turns, you may cast 1 creature card from your graveyard.
A treasure chest.
So, slightly limited Moldratha.
Slightly limited Moldratha, but in colors better suited for creatures.
Right.
Swapping out the blue for white. So, something you could try.
Yeah.
And also way easier to cast than Moldratha.
Yeah.
Gets around the commander tax too,
True.
right? Enough creatures in your graveyard that it just always costs 3. So, could be a thing.
Treasure chest.
raisins.
Let me look up other weird.
What's up? Let's see here.
Okay, that's a weird.
More roots to break. And all the roots to break. I think that's all the roots to break. There we go.
All right, you want a really weird commander?
Yeah. Let's see a weird one.
Manichi, the Fevered Dream.
Treasure chest.
What's that one?
3 for a 1/2 spirit. So it's two and a red for a 1/2 spirit. with the ability 1 and a red. Switch each creature's power and toughness until end of turn.
So interesting. I was about to say in the
Weird.
walls, but I would just end up killing everything.
Well, yeah, you don't want that. What would you even do with that?
Swap each creature's power.
Each creature's power and toughness.
So that's all creatures. I mean, I guess you could do things based off of. Okay, like I can't hurt that guy.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of fun stuff in here.
See, just.
Adam, there's a weak spot in that wall over there.
Oh.
We might be able to get him to break
Come
it for
charge
us.
over here, buddy.
So I'm just seeing a lot of the like good cards for
Hi, buddy.
for this deck, right?
Yeah.
Is it's just a lot of stuff that says creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn,
Interesting.
and then a lot of creatures with low power, high toughness with
Right.
double strike. So you
Interesting.
declare them as an attacker,
Right.
say that they can't be blocked this turn,
Then you swap them,
and then you swap their power and toughness,
and then they just hit really, really hard.
and they hit really hard. Yep.
Interesting. That sounds neat.
It could be good. There's really fun stuff you can do, like put on toughness buffing gear, right?
Right.
Which then swaps into power buffing gear, which is ridiculous because you get stuff like you can run stuff like Slagworm Armor, which is a 1 mana artifact that comes in with equip 3. Equipped creature gets +0 +6.
A treasure chest.
That's pretty good if you swap it.
Yeah. So stuff like that.
Yeah, that sounds interesting.
There's so many cards. There are so many cards that say creature with power 2 or less is unblockable. Wow. There's so many.
How else are you supposed to get your tokens to go through? Just swap places with that rat.
So, you know,
hello.
you could do that. That's weird. That's weird and out there. It could be cool. Fun combat shenanigans in mono red.
Won't budge. Oh no,
Um,
Adol. There's nothing else here.
Oh, so
Should we
my
give it
other
up?
side is down there. I see.
let's see. What color combo? What
Swap
color
back.
combo of deck have you been thinking about making?
Honestly, I've been wanting to do a blue in something because I don't typically play blue and I don't typically play white, so I was thinking maybe those two.
Blue and white.
Just for something new.
All right. How about the commander I was talking about before, with that cares about odd numbered casting costs?
That would be interesting.
Yennet, Cryptic Sovereign. So 2 white, blue, black for a 3/5 Sphinx with flying, vigilance, and menace. And whenever Yennet attacks, reveal the top card of your library. You may cast it without paying its mana cost if its mana value is odd.
Okay.
And if you don't cast it, draw a card. So you draw it.
What was it last part? I missed it.
If you don't cast it, draw a card.
Don't cast.
If you don't cast the card you revealed, draw
Right,
a card. So
draw
you draw
it.
that card.
Right. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I can't do that.
I think that one's pretty cool. So it's all about stacking your deck, right?
Yeah.
So cards like Brainstorm, Ponder that let you
Ow.
put cards back from your hand back on top of your deck.
Scry's probably pretty good there.
Scry is good there. Yeah. So you just mess with the top of your deck, then swing with Yennet, and then
Cast the
windmill
odd-
slam like your board white or like a ridiculous card that
Yeah.
you couldn't have cast otherwise. But like here you go. Like one of the best cards you could probably slam with that is In Garrick's Wake. Costs
Right.
9, but you don't care if you're casting it with Yennet.
Something's here.
Destroy all creatures and planeswalkers you don't control. Just swing, and then before they can declare a blocker, you Garrick's Wake the board. Right?
Oh.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh, and then there's really rude stuff like Magister Sphinx you can run.
I could play a Sphinx deck.
It is a Sphinx, so you could run this as a pseudo Sphinx tribal.
Sounds neat.
I know Anne has a Sphinx tribal deck that's mono blue. But anyway, yeah, you could run Magister Sphinx in this
What's
deck.
that one?
4 blue white black or white blue black for a 5/5 artifact Sphinx flying. When Magister Sphinx enters the battlefield, target player's life total becomes 10.
Oh. Hey, you're 10 now. By the way.
Yeah.
Rude.
Oh, Sensei's Divining Top got reprinted and isn't $60 anymore?
Yeah, it's like 20 something now.
It's still $20, but that's way more affordable for probably the best card in the entire deck that you could run.
Yeah. Hey, buddy, you feel like busting pillars down, I suppose?
So you could run Yennet. Yennet's fun. Or if you don't want to run Yennet and you want to run something even weirder, you could probably run Chromium the Mutable.
What's that one?
So, 4 white blue black for a 7/7 legendary creature, Elder Dragon.
Elder Dragon, huh?
One of the original Elder Dragons. This is the M19 like version of it.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, point is, has flash, can't be countered, has flying, and the ability discard a card. Until end of turn, Chromium the Mutable becomes a human with base power toughness 1/1, loses all abilities, gains hexproof, and can't be blocked this turn.
Interesting.
So, just what's the strategy here? Discard, I guess? Because you can discard cards to Chromium.
Yeah.
And then you could run blue and black madness cards. I don't know. It seems odd to me. Or you could go Voltron with it because you can just say no to any targeting, right?
Yeah.
And can't be blocked. So that's a thing that could
Oh,
work.
boss for me to fight. Oh wait, is he dead?
Excellent work, Adol. Looks like we can keep going now.
Blue and white, huh?
All right. According to the map, the exit should be just up ahead. Ready to make our great escape? You know it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What?
You could run Angus Mackenzie. who
Sounds familiar.
is green, white, blue for a 2/2 human cleric that says green, white, blue tap, fog.
Just fog.
He's fog commander.
Oh my goodness. Just play Turbo Fog, but in Commander.
Yeah.
Hi, this looks like a Dargon.
What else could you
fight the
do?
dragon
What else
thing.
could you do? White, blue.
That was a two-headed dragon turtle thing.
Does it need to be blue and white?
No. Not in particular.
Okay, you want to do something really weird?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of part of the
Mishra.
fun.
Mishra, Artificer Prodigy.
It's just one dragon exactly.
1 blue, black, red for a 4/4 human artificer. Whenever you play an artifact spell, you may search your graveyard, hand, and/or library for a card with the same name as that spell and put it into play. If you search the library this way, shuffle it.
Interesting.
I don't know how that's supposed to work. Because, you know, it's Commander.
Yeah.
How is this supposed to work?
Wait, so read that again?
Oh, that's how you do it. Whenever you play an artifact spell,
Right.
you may search your graveyard, hand, and/or library for a card with the same name as that spell and put it into play. You
So
search
you
your
have-
library this way.
So you would have to, before that goes off, interrupt it, your own ability trigger?
Yep.
To flicker it, maybe?
No?
Or bounce it? Bounce it to your hands? So you play something that has an ETB, and then you bounce it before the commander trigger goes, and then you can
No, it's on
recast
cast. It's on cast. It's on cast. So you can't do ETBs.
What would you do?
There's a couple cards in here that are like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So there's Possibility Storm, which, you know, whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it, then exiles cards from the top of his or her library until he or she exiles a card that shares a card type with it. The player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then he or she puts all cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of his or her library in random order. So you play a card, you play an artifact. Possibility Storm triggers, right?
Right.
The artifact that you just cast goes back into your deck, and you get a different artifact onto the board. Then
Right.
Mishra triggers, and you search your library for that artifact and put it into play.
So it's kind of a cheat.
It turns Possibility Storm from chaos into cheating out extra cards.
Interesting.
There's also Blood Funnel, which is an enchantment that says non-creature spells you play cost 2 less to play. And whenever you play a non-creature spell, counter that spell unless you sacrifice a creature.
I don't see how that one works.
Well, you let the spell get countered, and it goes into the graveyard.
And then
Mishra
Right.
triggers, and you search your graveyard and find it and put it into play. And so that just says artifacts cost 2 less to you.
basically, yeah, actually. Okay, I can see that.
There's Mira, Wild Mage. Whenever you cast a spell, you may put it on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without taking a mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library
It's
in
super
order.
cheap.
So Nira is just another Possibility Storm.
So basically, this commander is play Possibility Storm for things like Possibility Storm.
Yeah.
Floor is lava! No!
Very hot. You fight. Do be careful. Why am I being singled out?
Ow. Ow. That seems fun. Okay.
Oh, and then you can run stuff like that? And then you can run Nullstone Gargoyle, which says whenever the first non-creature spell each turn is played, counter that spell. Which for everyone else says counter,
yeah,
but for
counter.
you
It
says
goes back to your hand and play it again.
no, counter goes to the graveyard.
Oh.
But that doesn't matter for you, because
Yeah.
that's an area you can look at with Mishra. So you just get the spell anyway.
How much does Mr. cost again?
4?
Oh, not bad.
Oh yeah, you can get Mishra out pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like something I might want to actually go build.
It's something, and then outside of those like interesting shenanigans, it's just an artifact deck.
Yeah.
No, I like that you can run 3 Mishras in this Mishra deck. That's fun.
Oh, is there 2 other...
There's 2 other
Mishra.
Mishras you can run that also care about artifacts.
This
Yeah.
is just the Mr. Tribal deck. Didn't you know? This looks like the end of the gallery. The prison should be just through here. Let's go. Mishra Tribal.
Yeah, so you could do that. Oh, hello there. Oh, it's been.
Yeah, I
It's been
said
a few
hi.
minutes. Hope you're still here. Oh, you said hi. Okay, I didn't.
said hi,
I've
yeah.
been digging through commander cards.
You know,
All right,
you're
enough
good.
of that.
Oh boy,
Enough of
I
that.
come out of a grave. It's only the second time.
It's fine.